Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is John. I'm going to make some videos about Uber Eats and DoorDash and possibly UberX, DriveShare, and Lyft. I'm on all the apps, but I usually multi-app with Uber Eats and DoorDash. I had a lot of questions when I first started, and just searching around on YouTube, I found a lot of people that were able to answer most of the questions. Mainly, the biggest thing everybody wants to know about is the pay, how the pay is. In my opinion, and in my experience with my area, it's going to differ depending on what city you're doing it in. I'm in Duluth, Georgia, and the surrounding areas. I sometimes go to Atlanta. Just depends on how I'm feeling that day, honestly. The pay is not bad. I wouldn't recommend it to somebody that doesn't have a second income or passive income. In my situation, I'm fortunate enough that I have passive income that I don't have to worry about, so I can afford to come out here for 6, 8, however long hours a day and do what I gotta do. So with that being said, a lot of the orders that come through are not very good to say the least. Every once in a while you'll get a good one, but 9 times out of 10 it's mediocre at best. You have to pay attention to the miles. When I'm looking for jobs to accept, I accept based on mileage and pay. So when I first started this like 8 months ago, I was looking at, I didn't really know what to look at. I was just accepting and going and doing whatever the job said. That was definitely a mistake. Based on your car's wear and tear, mileage and stuff, you're an independent contractor, so all those things you need to take into account. So I was just accepting everything and driving like 150 to 200 miles a day for like $80-$90. That's not very good, So I started watching some more videos and found that people weren't accepting jobs that were $2 or $3 per mile, which is pretty high, just based on the area you live in. If you're downtown Atlanta, you can definitely afford to decline jobs because there's like a plethora of them in that area. In my area, that's not the case. So I don't accept any orders that are under $1 per mile. It's not worth it at that point. I'll accept a $5 order for 1 or 2 miles, something that I can get done really quickly. And another example would be, I get a lot of orders mainly from Uber Eats. The DoorDash isn't so bad. I'm the platinum driver, I guess, on there. I'm over 70%, so you get the higher paying orders, and usually those orders are pretty good. But for DoorDash, you can't dash whenever you want unless your area is busy. You have to schedule yourself like a job. So Uber Eats, you can start whenever you want. You can hit go and you don't have to worry about is the area busy or not. So yeah, like I said, I wouldn't recommend taking any job that is less than $1 per mile, at least $1 per mile. And a lot of other people don't even go that low. They won't accept anything under $8 or something like that. So back to what I said, towards the beginning, it's not the best pay, but at the same time, you don't have a boss. You don't have to report to anybody. You can work whenever you want. You can take off whenever you want. You can work 2 hours now, go take a 2 or 3 hour lunch if you want, or appointments or whatever you got going on, and then you can come right back and jump back into it. So there's give and take. You're putting miles on your car first. You can write all this stuff off at the end of the year, though. I use an app called Solo that tracks all of my miles. Whenever I get gas or anything like that, I upload it into Solo, and it kind of tells you a rough breakdown, how much you're gonna pay at the end of the year. I haven't done it at the end of the year yet, so I'm not sure how accurate the tax portion of it is, but yeah, it tracks everything you do everywhere you go, and it's a really good app to use. that I found. So another thing that I had issues with in the beginning was customers would say that they didn't get their order. You know, so that's definitely going to happen. You're going to get those people that either don't want to pay for it or whatever the case is. And just make sure you're paying attention to the address that you're actually dropping it off. Make sure it matches. I know that sounds obvious, but stuff happens when you're busy. So on Uber Eats and DoorDash, there's different delivery options. Some of them say meet at door, some of them say leave at door, some of it, like, there's different descriptions in there than you'll see. If it says meet at door, definitely knock on the door and wait for them to come to the door. If they don't come to the door, then, you know, go ahead and leave it, and, you know, hopefully you don't get that I didn't get my food. When it says leave at door, it gives you the option to take the photo and try to get like the house number or, you know, something along those lines in the shot, just to, you know, to help prevent any issues. A lot of people may have issues with customer service. I've had a few. Just language barrier, I guess. A lot of the people that answer the phone don't speak the best English for Uber Eats. But 90% of the time they're pretty good and they work with you. And if you pick up, I've had many occasions where I'd go pick up the food and the customer would cancel, you know, and I'm on the way to their house. So I'm like, okay, well, what do I do now? In the beginning, I didn't know what to do. So I called them and they'd say, leave it in a safe location, you know, that the customer doesn't want it. So where are you going to leave it? You know, in a parking lot somewhere, take a photo of it? Like, that doesn't make sense. So usually you either throw it away or you eat it, you know. That doesn't happen very often, but it's happened a couple times to me. And I'm gonna eat the food. But DoorDash, on the other hand, is a different story. It's hard for, I don't know if it's just me, but there's no direct way that I know to call them. So if anyone else knows, you know, leave a comment down there for me and let me know. But yeah, Uber Eats is pretty, I like Uber Eats much more than DoorDash. It's more simple, just everything to the customer service. It works out better for me. If you're going to start UberX, you can make a lot more money. Especially if you're doing like Uber Eats, DoorDash, and, you know, doing UberX, it's profitable. And Lyft, if you want a multi-app, I would not recommend multi-apping at first. And definitely don't take orders at the same time. Like, for instance, if you have Uber Eats up and you have DoorDash up, and usually I wait for which one has the better order, and then I accept whichever one and I pause the other app. Sometimes I haven't paused the other app and I've accepted both at the same time and wasn't really paying attention in the beginning where the order was going, and they were unfortunately on opposite sides of the town, so I was late. And you do get dinged for stuff like that, and you can get deactivated for stuff like that. So I would recommend pausing the other app while you complete this, you know, Uber or DoorDash order, and I usually unpause the other app about 2 or 3 minutes before I arrive to the location. That way, you know, I'm online and I'm getting orders in, and so it's not so much downtime. And within downtime, I have, like, it's not, many times you're going to be sitting around doing absolutely nothing. Like, I'm making this video right now, I'm online, and I haven't got anything yet, but I've been here for, you know, 15 minutes, so it's not that bad. I've waited for over an hour before to get orders, so it just depends on your area, how busy it is, things like that. So yeah, if you have any questions or I didn't touch on something that you guys want to talk about or know, just please leave a comment. You know, if I get a lot of them, I'll address all the questions. But thanks for watching. You know, please leave a like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.